Welcome to Millionaire Mindset, where we give you ways and advice to achieve financial freedom. After we talked about the top 10 richest persons in history, now's the perfect time to discuss the top 10 richest families in the world. This might get controversial since some families might have gotten their wealth through questionable means. But hey, this is the data that we have. At the end of the day, we're here to learn something. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell to get notified when we publish new videos. And be sure to watch the entire video to avoid missing any important details. Send us your questions and suggestions in the comment section because we'd love to hear from you. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Number 10. Bettencourt, estimated family net worth $36 billion. If you're unfamiliar with the name, then maybe you've heard of the company L'Oreal. It started in 1907 by Eugene Schuller, and after he passed away, his daughter Lillian Bettencourt took over. But now, her daughter is the one who's managing the whole company because she is suffering from dementia. With her net worth, she is also considered to be the richest woman and widow in the world. Some of the former health managers, however, took advantage of her condition and stole millions from the family. Number 9. ARNAULT, estimated family net worth $39 billion. They're the family that built the luxury empire LVMH, which currently owns 72 luxury brands. Aside from Louis Vuitton, the company also owned Dom Perignon, Bulgari, and Tag Heuer. The founder, Bernard, is still the chairman and CEO of the whole LVMH company. An art lover, he started this luxury business in 1984 when he bought a business for $15 million. Most of his fortune now, however, comes from his Christian Dior stock that he owned since the 90s when it was still a construction company. Number 8. Cox, estimated family net worth $41 billion. The company started in 1898 with James M. Cox, a former governor of Ohio. Today, the media conglomerate is handled by his 5 grandchildren led by Jim Kennedy. Cox owns several media outlets under the Cox Enterprises, including Cox Communications and Cox Media Group. The company has really come a long way since it was just a humble newspaper publishing business. Now, the family is into the automotive market when they acquired a $4 billion deal 11 years ago with Dealer Track that are known for their car dealer software. Number 7. CARGILL-MACLENNAN, estimated family net worth $49 billion. This family is considered by Forbes to have the most billionaire members in the world with 14. Not only that, 12 members of the family are millionaires. So it is pretty obvious why they are included in this list. The company's products and services are wide range, from bio-industrial to energy, agriculture, food and beverage, and even pharmaceuticals. But their main source of income comes from many agribusinesses. Just think that William W. Cargill only started this as a small storage company. He got lucky because at that time, the railroad industry was starting to boom in America. You might ask, where does Macmillan fit into this story? Well, it came from Cargill's son-in-law, John Macmillan, in 1909. However, since 1995, neither members of the two families ran the company, but they still owned 88% of the shares. Number 6. Slim HELU, estimated family net worth $52 billion. Well, most of this family's fortune comes from one man, Carlos Slim HELU, which holds a title for being the richest man in Mexico and was constantly in the top 10 richest in the world for the past few years. Their company América Móvil, which is a mobile phone service provider, was actually hit hard the past 2 years too, but they are still considered one of the richest families today. Besides a telecom company, the Slim HELU family also owns 17% of the New York Times and also some big companies in South America. Number 5. Mars, estimated family net worth $78 billion. We are all familiar with this one. I mean, who hasn't eaten or at least heard of Milky Way, Snickers, and M&Ms? And the Mars family is the one that made all of these chocolate candies that are still popular all over the globe. Frank Mars started the company in 1911, and 18 years later, his son Forrest joined the family business, and that was where the nougat innovation started, which became the main ingredient of sneaker bars. Number 4. Coke. Estimated family net worth, $82 billion. Although they are just second to Cargill-Maclennan as the largest private company in America, they almost have twice their net worth. This is most probably because they got lucky with their chosen industry. In the 1920s, Red Coke developed a new method for refining crude oil to produce gasoline. And as we know, there's gold in oil. Like Cargill-Maclennan, Coke Industries have a bunch of different businesses like food, shelter, clothing, transportation, and of course, oil. You might know this family for the politically outspoken Koch brothers, which are Fred's son and the inheritors of the family's fortune. Number 3. Walton. Estimated family net worth, $130 billion. The Waltons took the number 3 spot on this list despite owning one business only, unlike the others on this list. But this one business is an American staple and it's the largest retailer in the country, Walmart. The revenue reached up to $483 billion, which was the biggest in US history at that time. It was founded by brothers Sam and James in 1962, and after they died, their children took over the family business. Today, several members of the third generation of the Walton family took the role of chairman, director, and board members, and some of them are also constantly included in the top 10 Forbes richest people in the world list. Number 2. AL-SAUD. Estimated family net worth, $1.4 trillion. If you founded and ruled Saudi Arabia, you must be swimming in money right now. One of the most notable members of the family is Mohammed bin Saud, which actually founded the country. Now, with thousands of family members, the total wealth of the whole family reaches trillions of dollars. One of the members, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, ranks within the top 50 richest men in the whole world according to Forbes. He is also famous as he owns the most expensive private jet in the world. Not to mention, the family also owns the most expensive yachts. Number 1. Rothschild. Estimated family net worth, $10 trillion. Some might have heard of this family, but most probably not because they're one of the most mysterious family and they made it that way. There are just so many members of the family and together, they cover most of the biggest industries in the world. Like, think of a major industry right now, and I'm pretty sure some Rothschild has control of it somehow. They're the most influential family in history, but you just don't know it. The Rothschild started way back actually to the 1760s in Germany, where they financed every single war that involved the country. And this was how they made their money. Then, decades later, one of the sons went to England and founded Rothschild's banks. And it's still the biggest banking dynasty in the whole world. It's so big that when other banks and governments needed money, they borrowed from the Rothschilds. That's our list for today. What do you think? It's kinda scary to think that a few people get chosen to control the whole world, and these families' next generations will continue to do so in the future. That's all for now. Join us again next time here in Millionaire Mindset for another round of tips in achieving your financial freedom. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.